Dragoonity Ducks, I don't think really has much more to be said. It is our address to Dragoonities. That would ravine. This practically kills Dragoonities, a deck that is just so stupid. I don't have anything. It's like really dumb. It's redundant. It's a mistake. Let's put it that way.
It was an accident by Konami.
It is an accident. It's a couple of archetypes that I know were accidents by Konami.
Yeah.
Like
Konami
Janex.
Yeah. Hey. Konami didn't have to pull out on Gen X. Gen X is good. Gen X is good.
Konami looks at Dragoonities like your mother should have swallowed you. Like straight up. I really think that this is a mistake. And this is us addressing Dragoonities, period. We can't errata the card, so we're just gonna address it.
Yeah. Even though really quick on that point, I think we could avoid so many cards being on the ban list if Konami just swallowed their pride. And I understand it would cost money for the reprints, but I mean you're making packs anyways.
Yeah, like they don't reprint shit out the ass anyways.
Exactly. Put them in the new packs for no fucking reason and errata the shit. And you don't have to worry about it being on the ban list. Just fix the fucking broken effects.
Yeah, like Harpy's Feather Duster should require 3 Harpies on the field. Like who the fuck would? Nobody would play Harpy's Feather Duster except for Harpies. I promise you guys that. And they'd probably only play 1 because they have Hunting Ground. I don't know. They do something stupid like it. They could address the game a lot better, and ban lists should cease to exist. Like Heavy Storm, it's so many easy addresses. Destroy all spell cards and trap cards on your field. You cannot conduct your battle phase or something like that. Your turn, or like
destroy all set spell and trap cards.
Yeah, and then you can't conduct your battle phase.
Yeah,
perfect. Like it's so many things that just could be addressed with a simple errata. And Konami they just won't swallow their pride, so we have to hit these cards. Next, which I think can completely come off the list, is Rescue Kitty. That's our surprise card.
Completely? You mean the one?
No, I mean, I want it completely off the list. I don't think it does anything completely off the list.
Fuck that.
I love Rescue Kitty.
I love Rescue Cat more than I have cats. I like Rescue Cat.
I don't like cats. I just like Rescue Cat. I hate cats. I just like Rescue Cat.
Rescue Cat. It's a problem card just because of the idea. Rescue Rabbit is a lot more balanced because it forces you, and we'll get to Rescue Rabbit too. Rescue Rabbit forces
the fucking rabbit.
Well, it forces you to play vanilla monsters, which are dead draws.
Okay.
So there's some balance to being able to +1 off of a single card.
Yeah, but I mean, my argument for this is that we've evolved past Summer Monk into Rescue Cat for Arcanite Magician, and then that's so devastating. Please, that's not devastating anymore. I mean,
it's still good.
It's good. No, it's very good. But it is. I feel that in no way, shape, or form, this is a defining point for the game, especially since level 6s are trash. The level 6 synchros are trash. I'm sorry. HTS is probably the best of the bunch, and he's not amazing. Level 7 synchros they're not amazing. Besides Black Rose, I guess. But then you'd be destroying your own field. Arcanite's pretty good, and you do have rank 7 plays, but that requires a lot of setup. Rescue Cat does help decks like X-Sabers. They need all the help they can get. They need all of it.
What's Rescue Cat's official effect? Is it Beast only?
Has to be Beast.
Has to be Beast. Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
That's why I'm like.
I still think it's too good just for.
It's too good for one? Wow. Yeah. The struggle, because special summoning 2 Dark Souls and then adding 2 X-Saber monsters are horrible. That's horrible? That's what you're complaining about?
I'm very much on the borderline with this card.
We have cards like Blackluster Soldier and Judgment Dragon running around. You're worried about a cat?
I have a bad feeling about it, I guess.
Okay, I can understand your bad feeling, but look at it. It's so adorable. It's so adorable. I hate cats, and for me to say a cat is adorable, it's fucking amazing. Next, like I said, our Clark Christia is a spacer. In case you guys did not know, because I'm pretty sure somebody is going to come on here. Be like, TheCaliEffect, you a scrub. You limited Arc Lord Christia. You also banned it unlimited in the same video. And I'm going to be like, what?
That face bump.
Yeah, but fucking, next for semi-limited. Is there anything you have to say about that? Or anything?
Before? What cards are we referring to?
We were back to Rescue Cat.
Did we? One-outs?
Yeah, did we address Vanity's Emptiness?
No, we haven't talked about it.
Well, I mean, I have nothing to say about it. It's obvious. Key Beetle. When we start to hit decks that spam a lot, then Vanity's Emptiness can go because the regular special summons all of them are needed. And I think
it's the Royal Oppression Effect.
Yeah, it's the Royal Oppression Effect. And I think with all that other crap going away in Vanity's Emptiness, you have no need to be in this format.
Yes.
Another thing,
I think 1 or 2 would be perfect.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to say is it's fucking stupid. Like, that's all.
Well-formed argument.
But limited to 2 will be Gores, Neospatian Grand Mole, Book of Moon, Charge of the Light Brigade, and Necromancer.
Necromancer.
You want to talk about Necromancer?
What's Necromancer?
Infernity Necromancer. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about it right now.
Okay.
Really just addressing Infernities. Nothing else. We want to stop them from going off, and we know Necromancer is one of their key cards. By taking away a little bit of their consistency, I feel that we can try to come to another step further to balance Infernities in total.
I personally disagree on this point. I think banning the launcher and hitting the chain to 1, even though chain is only an opening turn for the most part in Infernities, they still do run 2, just for the fact that you can
free mill.
Yeah, well, you can put Archfiend on top and top deck it to special and search, or you can ditch the Archfiend, or ditch anything to the graveyard. So I think those 2 being addressed, launcher and chain, I don't think Necromancer needs to be hit, but I wouldn't be against it. Like, it's whatever.
I see what you mean. I just want to stop them from. I have no intentions of killing the deck. If somehow Infernity Necromancer destroys the deck at 2, then I will put Necromancer to 3 as soon as possible. Same thing with Archfiend. We don't want to kill the deck. We just want to stop all of the dumb plays. And Necromancer,
all the shenanigans.
Yeah, and Necromancer, we don't really care about its effect itself. We just care about the stupid stuff that comes along with it. Charge of the Light Brigade is obvious. They lost Judgment Guardian. I don't think there's anything. I think that's perfectly fine as well. Book of Moon is so versatile, and it's so good, and it's so skilled.
Yeah, it's well overdue. Book it too.
It's the most skilled card in this game because you have to know how to neg 1. If you learn how to neg 1, then you are straight. You are the best player ever if you can neg 1 properly.
Yeah, it's such a versatile card, and 3 is too much because 3 makes
3 is a lot of control.
A very good card, a very skillful card, to no skill card because you just book everything. You just book. You book their tuner. 3 book is too much. Yeah, that's what 3 books look like.
Skill is everything.
And 2 is perfect because 1, you don't really see it enough.
Yeah.
And 1, I don't think it's as good as 1 because there's even some times where it's like, damn, I wish I had another back row card instead because you're just flipping the monster. You're delaying the inevitable. Even though it works great at 2, I think it's okay at 1, and I think 2 would be perfect.
I think 2 is perfect as well. It stops a lot of big plays, a lot of synchros, a lot of stupid shenanigans that your opponent tries to do. Overall, just a really good control card. Really not much else we can say. We did not touch Evil Swarms, but we gave them their second worst enemy in Neospatian Grand Mole. This card's so trolly. This card is so trolly. I can finally play Neospatians too, guys.
I mean, this card by itself is not powerful enough to warrant, I think, 1 on the list anymore. I think 2, if you're ballsy enough to play it, it's gonna work favorably in some matchups, but then there's gonna be some times where it bites you in the ass. So I think it's a well balanced at 2.
I think it's an amazing side deck matchup, sideboard card, like for decks like Ophions and stuff like that. I think it's an amazing address to a deck that we did not hit because we think the deck is trash. But if it ever so happened to start rearing its ugly head out, then hey, we have Grand Mole just in case. We decided to mimic the OCG as well and copy Gores to 2.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's perfectly fine. Gores is long overdue for some type of movement on the list just because he's a cool looking card.
It's a back row heavy format. especially after this, if this list were to come into fruition, whatever the fuck the word is. Yeah, whatever. So it's going to be back row heavy, so it's going to be kind of iffy if you want to run gores and multiples anyways, or even gores at all. And if there are any OTKs left over, gores at 2 should
put them into it completely. Yeah.
Yes.
Gores is, unless you're like going against Fire Fist or something that can go into something after the fact. Gores pretty much puts an end to all of that stupid stuff that your opponent does have. Next, we can go into Unlimited. Reborn Tengu and the obvious Wind Up Magician. D-Fish fan hates. We're not even going to adjust Wind Up Magician because we've already done it before. We're going to adjust the Reborn Tengu, which D-Fish fan feels is probably the worst thing since sliced bread. He thinks it's horrible, and please tell us why.
Okay, I'll give you an example. So, I've told you the story before. If you watch my channel, you probably heard the story.
I don't watch your motherfucking channel, nigga.
No one does anymore. It's fine, don't worry. So, Reborn Tengu is so splashable that I ran it in GKs in a 10-round California regional tournament and topped with it. The reason why is because it's a 1-for-1 that deals with back row by itself. And with the plays that you can get out of it, never mind the fact that there are a lot better rank 4s that there are today than there were when Tengu was in its prime.
It's not like you can get it to effect, though.
It doesn't matter. It's an instant rank 4. Because if they get over it, you have a Tengu normal summon rank 4.
Okay. I have so many arguments to that. Okay. First of all, you just said it's a back row killer, am I correct?
Yes.
We're in a back row heavy format. I'm sorry. I don't know about you, but I don't like going against Gravekeeper back row or fucking X-Saber. I don't know, some trash or some set 5 back row go. And I think Reborn Tengu is a very valid answer to these back rows. Unlimiting Reborn Tengu makes your opponent waste all those resources. It's not going to go in a top tier deck like mermails or something to help you thwart back row.
See, but right there what you said is waste. They waste the back row.
Okay.
It's not that you're playing skillful. You're playing a card that is unfair to waste back row. You're not. It's not. Oh, should I play this card? Should I wait? Should I save it? It's that you have to, or else you're gonna get beaten down by a 17 meter.
Well, you also have to think about a couple of things. My opponent has plenty of back row. That's not very skillful either. Secondly,
I disagree with that completely. I think back row formats are the most skillful you get.
You think set 5? This is coming. All right, I'm just gonna excuse that right now because this is coming from the Gravekeeper player. He knows he's getting broken ass support too. So he's saying that. I think he's a damn politician right now. First of all, I think Reborn Tengu is amazing. First of all, like you said, it isn't skillful as you might say because you have to know how many to use, which would probably be 3.
That's fucking hard, 3.
But let's say if you do use 3, you go back to that argument. My opponent gets rid of my Reborn Tengu when I get another one, and I want to exceed something. Now that last Reborn Tengu in my deck is dead. It's completely horrible. Drawing them in multiples are clogs. Drawing 2 Reborn Tengus is probably one of the worst hands ever. But
it's okay. Yes, if you draw.
And Pot Avarice is banned.
Yeah, Avarice is banned, which is good.
That hurts Reborn Tengu so bad.
That's fine. It should. If you draw 2 Reborn Tengu, well, okay. If there's only 2, then you're fucking unlucky. If there's 3, then it shouldn't even be at 3, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, if you use Tengu as an effect, you were able to float for another one, and then you do exceed, and you're like, oh no, the one is left in my deck is fucking dead. Well, it's already served its purpose. It's floated for itself and probably caused some type of destruction, whether it was battle or back row, to get the effect in the first place. So it's already served its purpose. You're thinning out your deck. You have presence on the field when you shouldn't.
What is up with you with deck thinning? Like, you really hate deck thinning.
I think that's an underrated aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think, I don't know, me personally, I've always deck thinned as much as possible when it's not a bad decision, because it increases your chance, even if it's just one card, it increases your chance of drawing your needed cards. So I think it's an underrated aspect.
But it's not like Reborn Tengu automatically deck thins. Like you did say, that last card of your Reborn Tengu, if that sad situation goes through, is dead. Let's say you didn't deck thin for that last Reborn Tengu and you draw it. In that aspect, it becomes the worst horrible situation possible. Reborn Tengu is a very balanced card in that sense, and it forces your opponent to waste back row in a back row heavy format. I think that that's amazing. It forces your opponent to think smarter with their back row when using against the Reborn Tengu. Do I take the 1700 damage, or do I allow myself to set up for other plays? It's not like Reborn Tengu isn't run overable in this, especially with Light Sworns being able to summon. Oh, I got enough to run over your Reborn Tengu, guys!
Alright, what about the splashability of Tengu?
I don't think it's that splashable. That's me personally. I don't think Reborn in the top contending decks in this format, the top contending decks would be Gravekeepers, would be Light Sworn, would be Mermails still. Fire Fist has a very legitimate shot. In none of those decks, I would use Tengu. Especially Gravekeepers now. You have too much card to be running Reborn Tengu. You have a Disciple. You have
yeah, I would consider it, but I think for sure you would run it. If it was at 3, I think I would for sure run it in Fire Kings.
In Fire Kings.
Or I'm sorry, Fire.
I wouldn't even waste my time. Yeah. It has no synergy. It's like it's a Wind Beast Warrior. It's searchable through Tinky, and it does replace itself. Okay, but what am I gonna do with the replaced one? I can go for Tiger King. Whoop-de-damn-do. I could have went for Tiger King with Dragon, Wolf Bark, Gorilla, Bear, any of my other 4s. Like,
yeah, but none of those replace itself and force out back row.
Well, that's the thing. They don't really need to replace itself. I have Tensu to destroy my... I have Tensu with Gorilla to summon extra monsters and destroy my opponent's back row. I have Boar in case my opponent tries to run over my stuff. I have Wolf Bark for an instant rank 4. I have Dragon for an instant rank 4. I just have... I don't know. And it's not enough room for it.
Alright. Alright, I'll end it on this. If Reborn Tengu comes to 3, I bet you in the future there will be a TheCaliEffect video saying why
did I let Reborn Tengu come to 3?
Please let Konami put Tengu back to 2.
Okay, I tell you what, I got the ultimate challenge for you. Let's play under this list.
Alright. Oh, I like that.
Let's play under this list. I feel this list. I like this list a lot, but let's play under this list. I like it.
Okay. Sounds
good. But in order for us to play under this list, I want Tinky to come to 3.
Fuck that.
Damn it. Can't say I didn't try. That's why Tinky was right there, guys. We also were gonna put Thunder King Ryo to 2, but we decided against it just because it's a little much. Huh?
Thunder King back row is too much.
Oh, Reborn Tengu does good in TGs, and that's about it.
Yeah, TGs are actually, in my opinion, underrated.
I think TGs are really good, and Reborn Tengu gives them that extra push that they need.
I think they're in this format. I think they would still be viable.
All right. And what did you want to say about Dark Arm? Did you want Dark Arm?
I think it's worth a discussion. Me personally, I think Dark Arm's fine at 1 because it takes so much setup and it's such a very good effect. You know, to be able to pop 3 cards in like 1 at a time with a 2800 meter. But it does take a tremendous amount of setup, more so than regular Chaos Monsters or normal like Chaos Monsters.
Okay.
But some people have talked about maybe putting it up to 2 because Witch is banned obviously still, and there's no real deck that utilizes Dark Arm to its full potential except maybe Blackwings. I guess would be like the main one.
I would be interested to see it at 2 for like a week. I would not want to see it at 2 for a format. Yeah, I would be interested to see at 2, not to have.
It's another one of those things that I just have a bad feeling about.
Yeah, I have a really bad feeling about that card.
I would just keep it at 1, but I mean, I do think it's worth the at least to touch it.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe in the future we will see a format where Dad can come back to more than 1.
It is getting closer and closer to a format where Dad can come back to 1.
Yeah.
It is definitely a lot less playable now than before. And when it just was fresh off the boat, limited to 1, it was still very playable. And now we're in a format where Dark Arm, no, it can't come back. Light Sworns.
Yeah, Chaos Ones.
Yeah.
That's the most inconsistent piece of shit deck I've ever seen.
But it's the only one that's been winning. That one Shonen Jumps.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, Pure Light Sworn didn't do shit. Like, Pure Light Sworn is horrible compared to Chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, Light Sworn is moving away from Chaos because it has more support. So we definitely have to see in the future again.
What if JD gets banned?
I still don't. I wouldn't touch Dark. I wouldn't move Dark Arm anywhere.
Okay.
I mean, it's like I said, it's a card that we both have a bad feeling about.
Yeah.
I'd want to see it for a week, not a month, not 2 months. Anything more than a week is just like no. Just to see if it works. If it works, then I'll keep it. If it doesn't, get this shit out of my face. Like, that's how bad it is. Or did you go through the Teleport Dark Arm format?
No, I wasn't around. Thankfully.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you don't have the scars that I have.
No, I know that a lot of my friends they actually had their best time during Teledev format. So
please tell me your friends are scrubs.
No, they're really good.
Oh shit.
Well, it's not like my direct friends, but like some people that I used to go to locals with.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. I hated that format. It was
yeah,
Teleport Dark Armor lose. I hate when one deck is top. I hate it. I just completely hate it. And that's the reason why I like the Rescue Cat format so much, because it was 4. And then it was Rogue. Rogue was pretty good. But thank you guys for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you're on D-Fish Fans channel, and subscribe to D-Fish Fans channel if you're on my channel. Laker Gang, #Saints, #Long Ass Discussion, #Thank you guys, #Enjoy.